Hi, I'm Lisa Broche, President of Actualize Consulting Group, a firm specializing in professional and organizational development. The purpose of the elevator speech is really to give you a tool to be able to talk to potential customers. And so when you meet them maybe in a public place or maybe an elevator, you can quickly tell them what it is you do and what problem you solve. In other words, how will they be better off for having met you? So you want to have something that's very quick and easy to put out there that will capture that interest and help you start to form a relationship. Now, if you're like me, you've probably been told all kinds of tips when it comes to the elevator speech. And so what I want to share with you is probably the biggest tip that I've learned, and that is really to regard this interaction that you're having with your potential customer as a opportunity to form a relationship. In other words, you want to see how you can be of service to them. And you're going to be sincere when you're forming this relationship. So you do want to quickly get the interaction going and tell them who you are and what you're about, but you also want to find out who are they and what are they about and what exactly do they need, because that can be the most important question that you ask. Before you start to do any networking or go out there with your elevator speech, you want to do a little pre-work ahead of time. You want to start to figure out who your target audience is. Who are you talking to? And can they use your particular goods or services? The next thing you want to do is really think about how you're going to find these people. Where will they be? And you want to make sure that you're dressed appropriately for whatever situation that you want to put yourself in. All right, let's get down to the meat of the elevator speech. You want to look at 5 different components. First of all, you want to look at making sure that you have a headline or maybe a news line. So this is the part where you're going to tell them who you are, what you're about, and why it makes a difference. So that you're going to practice over and over. Get it down to one sentence if you possibly can. This is the value that you provide. Okay, for the second part, this is the part where you're going to talk about the problem that exists and how you're going to approach it. Really, it's more about the benefit, not the specific how you're going to do it, but what, again, is the benefit of what it is that you're doing. Now, the third part that you want to keep in mind, this is the part where you're going to tell them a little bit about your experience. You're not going to go on too long about this, but just enough so that they can know they can trust you, or trust that you have expertise, or trust that your product is one that's reputable. The next component you definitely want to put in there is the follow-up. The follow-up is the part that's probably one of the most important things. Now remember, as you're going along, you're going to treat this almost as a conversation because you're building a relationship. And so you're going to be asking for the next step. So while you're talking to them, and finding out a little bit about their organization or their company or whatever it is you need to know, you're going to then say, hey, you know what? This was a great conversation. I'd love to continue it. Are you available for coffee? Let's face it, the elevator pitch or speech can be pretty daunting. And that's why you really want to start to look at it as, rather than a pitch or a speech, look at it as a conversation. This can be a way for you to start a relationship where you can help them solve whatever problem it is that you're able to solve. That's really how you're going to activate your own potential, realize results.